Today I want to discuss overpricing condos here in Victoria. Now, many sellers are pricing their condos way too high out of the gate, and it's really creating a race to the bottom, and it's costing them more in the long run. This is by way of increased carrying costs as they hold their listings, and really diminished values as they get down to the bottom number. For the city of Victoria as a whole, it's been relatively modest. In November, the average list price was about $608,000. and selling on average for about $573,000. So, a 6% gap, which is pretty manageable. But in certain submarkets, specifically downtown, where we've seen pretty significant dips and a pretty big oversupply as a whole, the average list price stood at $702,000, compared to an average sale price of only $588,000, representing a 19% gap. So, if it's well documented that the condo market is so soft, why are sellers pricing themselves so high? Primary reason being, sellers are just going off of what their neighbors sold for in superior markets. So, anywhere from 2020 to 2022, maybe the early stages of 2023, when the market was just flat out superior and interest rates were lower. Unfortunately, sellers are just anchoring their biases on these good times, but unfortunately the market conditions are just a lot different now than they once were. Many sellers also think that a lot of buyers are just going to offer less and then they can find a common ground in negotiations. Unfortunately, that's not necessarily realistic, and given that there's an oversupply of product right now, there's just too much inventory for buyers to really pick from. So here's where all this backfires. Right now, buyers, they're value hunting. Affordability is tight, the economy is tight, and condo prices, they're just too high. They're not really thinking, let's negotiate to try and get a realistic deal. They're going out to the marketplace and finding realistic list prices. With these high prices, buyers will also discount the listing at first, and they'll almost subconsciously just not even give it attention, which is not where you want to start a new listing on MLS, considering there's so many of them. So what's really happening is, unfortunately, the listings are sitting, they're getting stale, we're seeing price reductions, and it's just one unit after the other. And unfortunately, everybody's kind of chasing themselves down. And that's really common right now, specifically in the downtown condo market. If you look at the days on market, they're pretty significant and well above average over the last 10 years. Sellers who price themselves right, they can generally get current market value, sometimes even higher, because it will bring in competition, and generally the buyer pool will give it a chance. I've gone through this a couple times now recently where we've come across well-priced condos, and there's multiple groups looking and interested, and multiple offers is still common if it's the right price and if it has all the right indicators for good value. In a high inventory environment, the list price, it really can be a magnet or repellent for people. Are you thinking of listing your condo? Maybe you're on the hunt for a condo to buy. Feel free to reach out. I can run a data-backed price analysis on your specific condo or maybe one you're looking into, and I can let you know where it really stands in the market right now. If you're looking to sell, I can give you some insights on potential list prices as well to get you the best results and to get your property sold. Thank you.